What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Hope life is good for you guys. Wanted to come to you guys with some training today on whether or not you guys should be an online coach. So we're going to dive into that, and we're going to really dissect this business model of online coaching, because there's a lot of misunderstanding about it. There's a lot of false beliefs. A lot of people think that there's like tons of barriers that you have to hop over to be an online coach. And the truth is that all of that is BS. All of that is not true. This is an industry that's available to anyone and everyone. Yes, you have to do it right. Yes, you have to do it ethically. But I've talked to many people who are like, I would love to do that, but I just don't know who I would help, or I don't know if I have like a skill set or an expertise that I could teach people. And so I want to speak to that today, along with a lot of other reasons why I'm really excited about this industry. I'm really bullish on it and where it's headed. And it's already done well for me, and I want anyone who has that calling on their heart to help other people, I want them to jump in and get into this industry. I'm really excited about it, because this business, guys, is not for people who have already made it, right? It's not just for people who are like, yep, I already achieved exactly, I've made millions of dollars as an entrepreneur, and so now I'm going to teach other people how to be an entrepreneur. Like, this business is not only for people who have already crossed that finish line, right? I used to think that too, okay? I originally and got into coaching, and I thought, well, the only thing I can help people with is real estate investing, right? Because that's the only thing that I've ever really done, right? So I got in and I started coaching people on real estate investing. But where my heart really was more in the sphere of entrepreneurship, business, marketing, sales, mindset, right? All that cool stuff. And so I was out learning all that stuff, but I was teaching people real estate just because that was what my track record was, right? And it turns out I was wrong in making that decision. I did not need to teach something just because I had done it before. What I should have done was found out what I was really passionate about, what I was currently excited about learning, and taught that instead. Because that is a type of business that has longevity. Like this weekend, I was noticing this in myself. Like, I was literally, I was on a walk yesterday, walking my 5-month-old daughter and listening to podcasts the whole time, right? One after another, listening to books on Audible. It was all about marketing, sales, mindset, personal development type stuff. Like, I consumed so much training yesterday that like my head hurt a little bit and I had to stop. But I love that stuff, right? It's like what I would do. It's what I do when people are not watching, right? I'm not doing it to score any points. Like, I want to do it. I want to wake up and solve the problem of how to be a better entrepreneur, how to be a better coach, how to grow my online coaching business past where it's already at, which has already been, 6 figures for a while now. And so that's the precursor to be a coach, is you better have a problem you're passionate about solving. It doesn't have to be business related. It could be health related. It can be relationships related. Health, wealth, and relationships are the big 3. You should have a problem that you're really passionate about solving that's either in the health, wealth, or the relationship sphere. Beyond that, it doesn't matter. There is a way, I promise you, for you to get started authentically as a coach. There's a way for you to like refine and niche down your message and niche down who you help, and start small and start for free or for low cost, and then raise those prices quickly once you get a little bit of a foothold. That can all happen within a month or 2 or 3. And I'm talking about somebody who's never helped anyone, doesn't have any expertise, right? So you have absolutely nothing. You can be successful as a coach fast, and you can find a way to authentically break into the market, okay? Another reason why you should become a coach is it's really fulfilling, okay? Like, I've had the benefit of being around a lot of really wealthy real estate people in my time so far as an entrepreneur and as an investor. And these guys will get 100 or 200 or 300 rental properties. They'll build $1 million businesses. And I did that too. I had the business doing 7 figures, wholesaling, flipping, dozens of rental properties and all that. And there becomes a point where you're like, okay, this is cool that I have a lot of money, but what's the purpose of all this? Like, what am I waking up and, being on planet Earth for? Is there not like a deeper reason or like a legacy that I could leave? Those are the thoughts you start to have. And so I actually believe this strongly, that instead of focusing on money first, which is why I changed the name of this Facebook group, change the direction. I think that people should discover what their passion is, what they would really love to do. And, maybe some people say they don't have a passion. Maybe some people don't, or maybe it's just obscured heavily because you've been grinding for 10 years, right? And you haven't been able to focus on yourself. But I think there's something in everybody that's like, man, that would really jazz me up. That would light me up. I think you should go do that. Get really good at it. Go fulfill your life's purpose and start a business around that purpose in a way where it makes you good money while fulfilling the purpose you want to fulfill while you're here on earth. And then turn around and use that money to buy rentals. My mentor does $2 million a month in the coaching space and buys 30 turnkey houses a month. He focused on his passion business. He got it way up. And now he's surpassing every real estate investor in terms of his wealth and his passive income easily, because he just has so much money to spend, right? So he didn't have to figure out how to buy a house long distance and do it with no money and burr it and hope the rehab doesn't go $5K over the budget and all that bull. And so I, through my own experience, through him, I glimpsed a better way to approach this idea of being an entrepreneur and an investor, a different order to attack it in, basically. I want you guys to identify what your purpose is and do it now and stop delaying that. You don't know how much time you have. Like, right now is the time to go after your purpose and to fulfill your legacy and go after what you want in your life, okay? You're gonna want that purpose. If you get the money anyways, you're gonna be like, okay, well, now this is kind of empty. I wanna do something that means something to me. You're gonna eventually arrive at that. So you might as well do it first, make you money, and use that money to invest, okay? Something I strongly believe. And you just get a lot of fulfillment out of being a coach. You get a lot of fulfillment out of working with clients every day, creating content, helping other people, seeing their lives change right in front of your eyes is badass, okay? So that's a huge reason why you should become an online coach. You can also make good money doing it, okay? You can make 6 figures pretty easily. I mean, that's only like $8,000 a month or something like that. Not hard to do as an online coach. Very common. I can do that in my sleep at this point, okay? But not only are you making $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 a year or whatever, but the profit margin on that is super high. I mean, what are the expenses? Like, Facebook accounts don't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to send messages or emails. A Zoom premium membership is $15 a month. You got to get a fresh iPhone and some AirPods, you know. You got to get a nice computer, I guess. You don't really even have to have those things. I wouldn't recommend having a crappy camera and microphone, right, to be an online coach. But like, other than that, those are one-time expenses. So this business model is super low cost and high profit margin, very high profit margin, okay? You don't have to spend money on marketing to become an online coach. I can do 20 or 30 grand in a month in coaching sales without any money spent on ads, by knowing what organic strategies to deploy. And so you do not have to worry about like startup costs. You don't have to go get a business loan or go into debt. In fact, that would be a really dumb thing to do as an online coach because it's not necessary, okay? Another great benefit, the whole thing's virtual. You can do it from anywhere. So you could literally decide to travel the world for the next year and still grow your coaching business. I'm going to Arizona for a couple weeks in January, and I'm gonna bask in the sun. I'm gonna get an Airbnb with a pool and a hot tub and have a couple buddies out and just work from there, bring my camera and my microphone and get my work done, and also be in some amazing weather, go on some hikes, right? It's not gonna have any impact on my coaching business to be there because all I need is the internet. And to me, that's huge. I feel like the era we're in, it'd be silly to start a business where you didn't have that location freedom. You also have a lot of time freedom too. You can decide when the coaching calls are. You can decide when you want to work and when you don't. I haven't had to set alarm clocks in many years, except for occasionally. Like if I agree to do an early call, one-off, I'll do like an alarm clock, but I haven't had to set alarm clocks in many years. So being able to work where you want and when you want and with whom you want is a huge factor in your business serving the lifestyle that you want to live. Okay, it's not just about it making you 6 figures a year or whatever. Another big reason why you guys should think about online coaching is this is a fast rising industry. This industry is doing like $300 or $400 million per day in sales. $300 or $400 million per day. So that's grossly all the different, courses and coaching, and people are spending money. That's how much is being spent. That's on track to be doing $1 billion per day within the next 3 or 4 years. So it is an exploding industry. So it is a smart business move to ride the wave up when an industry is increasing. College enrollment rates are tanking, they're at all-time lows. Online education is exploding. You guys guess what's next? I mean, where are we going with this? It's pretty obvious that it's a better play to spend $5K and work with a coach for a few months to develop a valuable skill that's really going to help you craft your lifestyle, make the money you want to make, than it is to spend $100 grand and 4 years of college to get a degree, and then you got to go sit in a cubicle. Like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just buy an online coaching program, develop a cool skill, and then go make money doing that? People are picking up on that. It's way more efficient, and so this industry is going to knock the traditional education industry on its ass. And the numbers don't lie, they reflect that. And that's it, guys. These are just a few of the reasons why I think that everyone should become an online coach. Not everyone, right? But someone who has a passion for helping other people, has a passion for serving a certain problem or a certain set of problems, and is committed to doing this for 5 or 10 years or hopefully the rest of their life, who loves teaching, who probably has already ran off a few of their friends by talking too much, giving way too much advice. That's what I used to do. I've gotten better now because I have my outlet for it. I can publish, the podcast instead of running my friends off with unsolicited advice. But if that's you, if you just can't stop learning and you can't stop teaching and you're annoying people, then I want to open your mind to the idea of creating an outlet for that. But not just an outlet, like I'm going to publish a YouTube channel, but a business that will make you good money and allow you to formalize that desire into a real business that really helps people and makes money. I mean, what could be better than a business that makes money while changing the world with really low cost, really high profit margin? You can do it from anywhere. You're in a rising industry. I hope I've convinced you guys. If I haven't convinced you and you are listening to this, then you probably just don't want to be an online coach, which in that case, cool. It's not for everyone. There's nothing against anyone who doesn't want to do it, but I'm super passionate about this industry. I'm excited. I love working with my clients every single week. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. If you want to talk about what it would take for you to get into the coaching industry, or if you're already a coach and you want to figure out how to get scalable and make 6 figures with little delivery time, love your clients, love your business, then just wherever you're watching this, if it's Facebook Live, just type talk down below. We'll reach out to you, or you can just message me on Facebook or IG directly. You could go to brianellwood.net/call. You can grab a call with us, but just do the call, get off the sidelines and talk to somebody about getting some help, okay? One of the biggest false beliefs, like if you're sitting here and you want to be a coach, one of the biggest false beliefs that people have is that, I can just learn a bunch of free education and free content. I can take this little piece from here and this other piece from there, and I'll piece together this business. That rarely works out for anyone. It did not work for me. And if you want to be a coach, but you don't even have a coach of your own, can you see how that's out of alignment? So I would challenge you guys to, the same way that you don't ever miss your mortgage payment or your rent payment, or you always buy the groceries, what about making sure that you always invest in your personal growth by always making sure you have a coach, or by joining some program or something like that? To me, that's an obvious expense. I actually prioritize that higher than the necessities in some instances. And I would encourage you guys to think about that too. Brian Tracy once said that for every $1 you spend on your personal growth, you will get $100 back. Now, of course, he can't really prove that, but it's a conceptual statement, meaning the money you invest into yourself will pay massive dividends. It's always worth a lot more than what it costs, as long as you show up, you put in the work, and you select the right thing to purchase in the first place. Cool? Grab a call with us. We're helping people scale to 10K months in their coaching business right now, every single week. This stuff is not hard. Okay, I can show you how to do it with one eye open. So let's talk. If you're someone who wants to do it, grab a call. Your call might be with Ryan Hill. He's a fantastic team member of mine. He knows just as much as I do. And we will talk to you there. We'll help you line up a game plan. And if it makes sense for us to work together, we'll get you in our Aligned Coach workshop, and we can actually hold your hand and help you build the whole business with you. Way easier that way. And with that, I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Go out there, stop delaying your dreams, start crushing. I will see you guys on the other side. Peace.